Rhode Island's presidential primary is scheduled to take place on April 26th. Expect problems. Of the 419 polling locations in Rhode Island, only 144 of them are actually going to be open for voting. That sounds bad. That sounds bad.
They're doing this on purpose?
They're doing this on purpose in an effort to cut costs. They want to cut costs.
That's their primary goal.
The primary
goal is to cut
costs.
Shouldn't their primary goal be to see that the voting experience be, I guess, as seamless as possible?
Right.
Because and as efficient.
Voting should be easy.
Yeah.
Right? People want to fulfill their civic duties and actually participate in the voting process.
Okay. What data are they using to come to this conclusion?
I don't know.
Like, are they?
I don't know.
Like we've talked about this before.
Yeah. We saw this. We saw this in Arizona. Yeah. They had many problems there because they cut it from 200 to 60.
The most. I guess the closest reference point we can use is what? 2008, right?
Right.
So what was voter turnout in 2008?
Voter turnout in 2008 was 33%. And the political analyst for Eyewitness News, his name is Joe Fleming, he said that if voter turnout is about 10% in Rhode Island, then they'll be okay. They shouldn't really have too many problems. But if it gets to 25%, he said it'll be interesting.
Interesting is what happens when a basketball game is close.
Yeah. You don't want to hear interesting when it comes time to vote. Your experience might be interesting. No, we don't want to hear that.
If I had to wait 5 hours in line to vote, that's not the first word I'm going to use to describe my experience.
Not at all. And like you were saying, voting should be a seamless process. It should be easy, right? So if they want to cut costs and they want to specifically target the voting process, shouldn't they be making it easier? Maybe allow online voting, stuff like that. If you want to really cut costs, but you're going to make it harder for people to vote, that doesn't seem like
it seems as if
a good thing.
They would have looked into alternatives like you just mentioned, online voting.
Right.
We live in a different world now.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I think the voting process should reflect the world we live in now, right?
This is not democracy. This isn't fair elections. Like we said, we saw this in Arizona, and we saw the voter outrage because people were standing in line for hours. Now, of course, Rhode Island has far less people than does Arizona, but if
we're talking about ratios right now.
Yeah, exactly. If they're saying that if voter turnout gets to 25% or above, it could be interesting, which means that there's going to be problems. People stand in line for hours on end. Man, this
we're gonna see a sequel.
Exactly. We're gonna
sequel to Arizona,
and this again spells out voter suppression, right? So we'll see what happens. April 26th is not too long from now, so we'll see. How Rhode Island plays out.
Super PACs, Goldman Sachs.
Man, you know what, man? I don't like your tone.
Tone down for what?
If money in politics is a problem, who is it a problem for? I wish somebody would ask.
No, you sound mad.
I'm mad.